everyone, it's Steve from Corporate Gun Country. I'm just an ex-corporate guy trying to do country things. And the country thing we're doing today is we're running power to our shed. We'll have to dig a trench, we'll have to bury some cable, we'll have to hang some outlets, and then we'll have to tie it into the power supply and hope it works. So let's get out in the country and see what we got.
So we used to have electrical service to this shed just to be able to run these lights and that ceiling fan right there, but we haven't had power run out here for, it's got to be 5 or 6 years. So we're just going to put one electrical outlet, and that'll give us what we need to just put some lights in here.
This is where the power came in the past. We thought about resurrecting this, but then decided against it.
So we're going to try to dig a trench in this sandy soil with this. It's simply a piece of the mower that came off that side right there. We fashioned it or bolted it onto the mower deck, and then the digger is simply going to be the bottom of it there. Here we go. I think we'll have to go over it again. Well, we suffered some damage on that first run. Okay, so we put a T-post in there. And there's a lot of roots down there.
And this one's going about as bad as the first one, so maybe this isn't a good idea. This really isn't working that well. Well, it's better than nothing, but we're going to have to do some hand excavation from here.
There's an internet cable that runs from the house to the road. And it runs along here, and we don't know exactly where. And so we have to hand excavate this trench and locate the internet cable that goes back that way. Okay, well, I've been hand excavating this ditch for an hour or so, or even more. And it's not going very well. I haven't found the internet cable yet. I'm about 18 inches into the ground right here. And the cable isn't where I thought it was, so I'll keep digging and see what happens. We ran into a snag. There's a buried tank right here. You can see the radius of it. And I think it was we think it was an old septic tank. So we're just gonna go around it and make sure it's filled in. It does look like it's kind of wallowed out down there. Well, rigging up that attachment on the back of the mower wasn't the most successful thing we've ever done, so we really had to excavate 75% of this trench by hand. The hardest part about digging this trench is just getting through all these roots here. They're everywhere. The soil itself isn't too bad, it's just sandy loam. Okay, it's day 2, and my son came in and we made a lot of progress on this trench.
We never did find the internet cable, but we're down deep enough to where the cable we're burying won't be disturbed, so we're going with what we got.
So we'll mount one of the electrical outlets here. Just a post in the ground with a piece of scrap wood up to mount it on. So this is the main power supply coming into the house. We're just going to take this cable towards the shed there. We're putting an intermediate outlet right here to put some string lights up and maybe power a power tool out here in the middle of the yard. And then we're taking it further all the way to the shed, and we'll put an outlet on this pole right here. We had to move this electrical outlet down the pole elevation wise because we basically were just about a foot short on wire. So we're using direct bury cable here. Got a couple of pieces of PVC conduit going to the ground to a 90-degree elbow. And then that one goes back to the junction box, a utility pole, and the other one goes to the shed.
So we got the outlet in the yard all wired up, and we're ready to push that stuff in the box and put the cover plate on. And this is the end electrical outlet of the circuit in the shed.
Okay, we got neutral to neutral, positive to positive, and ground to ground. So here we are putting the outlets into the box, squaring up the cover. We have a tandem breaker there, one for the light that we installed yesterday, and the other side of that tandem breaker is for this outlet circuit. Okay, we got green light. So it's working. Same thing on that other side. We're backfilling the trench here. I put a layer of soil in there and then I walk on it to compact it. It's just a lot of grunt work. We decided to use a tractor for this. That works a lot better. So we got the trench backfilled from the junction box, and we filled in the septic tank. We're going to go ahead and put that sign right there over it so nobody drives their car on it, because we're concerned that it'll sink some more. All backfilled and compacted.
Well, we managed to get power to the shed, but it wasn't without challenges. We seem to have overcome those, so now we can string lights and we can run power tools. We're having a chili cook-off in a couple of weeks, so that power is going to come in real handy.
If you like what you see on our videos, please like them and please subscribe to our channel.
And come back and see us in the future.